Yeah, we're back with the first for release of Agents.md. So let's get right into it in terms of how it works, what we have right now in the first release, and what's next. Right. First, before getting started, we have to ensure that our repositories of interest are ingested. And so I would have done that already. Yes, I have ingested two repository. And then the next step is to actually head over to model providers settings, choose your preferred model provider, and then finish the configuration. We are going ahead with the drop code fast one. Then probably head over to repository operations. And now you'll see an option called generate.ethercenter. As you click on it, you will see a real-time preview of operations that happen across repositories and across multiple code bases if it is a monorepo. The particular repository that you see right now is the one powering this application. And it has three different code bases right now in terms of Python. And as you can see, you'll be able to see the agents, actions across different code bases, which resulted in the operation. Right now, we are seeing a previous run. We also do a real-time run of Agents.md on other repositories. But right now, let's just focus on what Agents.md does cover. It covers your programming language metadata. So as you can see, we are seeing this Agents.md for this code base, particularly right now. And it will also cover your project configuration. It will cover your development workflow. Right now, there is a limitation where the Agents.md workflow is not optimized for libraries, as this code base is a library, not application. We see empty block when it comes to development workflow. So this is something we'll be fixing in the next releases. But there's one more interesting section that actually encompasses that why is this library existing and what real world problem it is solving, right? As you can see, in terms of business logic domain, it is able to tell you that this is the library that is used for static code analysis and feature detection across code bases. This is what it actually does. It comes very close to a human readme definition. The reason that works really well is because of a context engineering that happens during the ingestion pipeline, where we are able to natively figure out, based on the frameworks and libs of the code bases, regarding the application data models and database data models. And it also lists those as citation. Now let's come to our application level Agents.md. So this particular code base in the application, so the workflow is optimized right now for. So it works that we can see project configuration, programming language metadata, infrastructure related builds, development workflow, where it will be able to tell you precisely how to use the project configuration to run these commands for the agent to do dev, test, lint, and build. And again, see, the business logic will be able to tell you right now, this particular code base is the one or in this Agents.md feature that we are looking at right now. So if you look at the business logic, it is able to land on it automatically in terms of what it does. It is used for analyzing code repositories. It is orchestrating multiple agents to identify configuration, workflow, all that stuff. Okay. And it also lists the files, as the core files in terms of the application data. Now let's look at it in terms of how does a real-time operation look like. Let's do it for one more repository. So this particular repository does not have multiple code bases. It just has one. Yeah. So I think the operation has done it. Right? So you could do something else. Well, this is why, let's say, just more repositories start the operation for Agents.md for that repository in parallel. Yeah. So you could even refresh and ensure that the connection resumes and it is able to get your previous set of events and the current set of events seamless. If we come here, yeah, it will not break. Here, if you go here, come back, by mistake, if you kill the application or close the browser, it will still be able to resume. Right? So if you don't hear, okay, it's already done. Now, let this operation run in the background. We'll further discuss what we have right now in terms of Agents.md. So we've opened up this as a discussion on the open source repositories. Please feel free to check it out and contribute to this discussion. So right now, as you can see, we cover basically project configuration, development workflow, and business logic. Going forward, you'll obviously would want to enhance the existing sections, but also add new sections in terms of frameworks and libraries, in terms of your dependencies and what dependency is used for what purpose. Probably getting that clear, precise objective of dependencies to the agent. And second, this is specifically for applications where we would want to get an architectural overview by automatically discovering inbound and outbound interfaces for applications. This is like your inbound becomes your endpoint, your outbound becomes your database operations. Yeah, also, yeah, as we discussed, the currently the workflow is optimized for applications. So we want to automatically detect the code base in terms of the if whether it's STP web application and then have optimized workflow accordingly. Now let's set back. Yeah, I think yeah. So it's happening. You will see right now that I think it is in the development workflow section. It completed the project configuration section. So that's good. So we need for a couple more minutes. Yeah, I think it is completed. And let's look at the report. So this is an, I think, startup report for reaching the full-fledged features of Fast API. So it is able to get the program language configuration right. It is able to get the delivery workflow right. Yeah. So it is able to tell that this is a report which is actually used for teaching the authentication, registration, profile updates, and current operations, right? Yeah. So now let's talk about what's next in terms of the first release that will actually cover all the issues that are deal breakers for general adoption. Okay? If you head over to repository, so there is a pinned issue stating Code Confluence version 1. In that, the first point one issue is representing all the deal breaker issues that we have before we open it up for general adoption. Yeah, so here you will get a list of sub issues that we're working on. Yeah, so if you have any more feedback in terms of the issues that are deal breaker, please ensure to have this label and then we will take a look. Thank you, that's it. See you soon.